in 3 tries.
Yeah. You know.
You know.
You know. I smoke up all that grass so I can see the snakes in my lawn. And when they get close to me, know that I'ma cut their heads off. Whenever we got problems, we this how those problems get solved. Just break it down and roll it up and watch your issues dissolve. You forget about what happened.
Shit remind me of like a song from
and if your hands too sticky, hit a neck and wipe them off.
Like one of them Too Short albums, like Short Dogs in the House. Anyway, man, as we sit here today, did I read the headline on ESPN correctly that said a motherfucking 11th lawsuit has been filed against this man? All right.
So,
Deshaun Watson, man.
6 more lawsuits filed versus Deshaun Watson, including one alleged sexual assault in March 2021.
Right. So, superstar quarterback Deshaun Watson, in the midst of rumors that he is demanding a trade from the Houston Texans, soon as that picked up steam, I guess that it might happen. All of a sudden, like, he is being accused of being a full-fledged sex pest in the Houston area, in particular with massage therapists. I guess they either work out of their home or they make home calls or whatever. However, he ended up in these people's presence getting the massages. He allegedly has sexually assaulted.
I think up
about
here they were
12
saying
of
that
them.
he was booking them through a spa.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So yeah, he was either. I know that I read one of the stories that said one of them worked out of their house. At least one of them worked out of their own home, and he was there. You having some fucking troubles?
Yeah, I was trying to make the mic go back up, but it's alright. Ain't gonna make it work.
What's going on?
That shit won't go up. I don't think it go up no farther though. I might be fucking up. I don't know.
All right.
Sorry though. It's definitely I can still be heard.
Yeah. But you got that shit.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Yep.
There we go.
All right. Anyway, back to what we were saying. He's been accused by multiple massage therapists of sexual assault, in which all of the allegations I read all read the same way. It was lewd comments,
right.
Sexual comments, him touching them with his penis.
And exposing himself.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was something to the effect of... Hold on 1 second. It was something to the effect of him sexually assaulting them by touching them with his penis and trying to force some of them, according to them, this is all alleged, by the way.
Yeah, to perform
oral sex on him. And I would just say to this, like, from a neutral standpoint, not pinning nothing on Deshaun Watson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just this is overall, like, if you got the money to buy any sexual favor that you want from people who do sexual favors for a living, what the fuck are you doing? This is not directed at Deshaun Watson, because we don't know what's true or false with him. Yeah. One more time. What the fuck are you doing assaulting anybody if you rich
enough to really have anybody do anything to you, whatever you want? I mean, and nobody has to know about it. I think
where some of this comes from is like you have people with this amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I can do whatever I want because I'm me. I ain't gonna even use his name in it because I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying he did it or anything like that. I'm just saying.
Right.
How do you, like, it could be that sense of I got money, I got the power, I'm me. I'm 158 million up right now. I can do whatever I want and ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me. And I mean, I guess it backfired.
But
Allegedly.
I don't get the mentality of somebody, and maybe it's because I've never sexual assaulted and I don't plan on starting sexual assaulting. I don't get the mentality of somebody who doesn't have to do this type of shit. Like, if you're a famous person, and again, I'm not directing it at him.
Right.
You're a famous person, you got a majority of women that's in that fan base of whatever you're famous for will fuck you for nothing.
Nothing.
Bruh.
Nothing at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to
and
see your face in real life. But I don't know.
Bro, I got women who fuck me for nothing, and I ain't famous for shit. Like, so I know of them, man. I just ain't out here partaking, bro. I'm chilling, but I know of them. You know what I'm saying? But you got a fan base, if you're a famous person, of women that's waiting for you to sleep with them. That's the one. And I bet you the microphones pick that fucking car up leaving.
I can hear it coming through the headphones.
Definitely. Anyway, you got a fan base of women waiting for you to just acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called groupies. They've existed since famous motherfuckers have existed.
Right.
And not to just say it's women. You got man groupies. They just male groupies tend to be more weirdos. Like, women groupies be fucking the celebrities. Male groupies to fuck around and kill the celebrity. Like, you got a male groupie to fall in love with an actress or some shit. Next thing you know, he at her front door shooting her in the face. It has happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't get the mentality of, like, let's just go with people who have been proven to do this shit. Like, I ain't finna throw Deshaun Watson under the bus over some civil lawsuits. Cause that's another big pillar of this shit.
It's a civil lawsuit.
It's all, everything is civil. Ain't no criminal charges versus nigga. Like, he ain't even been cut from the Houston Texans. Like, he ain't been banned by the NFL. And
that's something that I didn't even know.
Right.
And I mean, I know he didn't get banned or nothing because that would be literally everywhere. But it's like, for the NFL to really not really say nothing or not like, all right, you gonna have to chill from playing football real quick. For them to not make him chill and cut him or anything, I think that says a lot. Like,
any transgression that you make against women in that way, ever since the Ray Rice shit, you the fuck out of here. Like, nowadays. Now, I know that kicker with the Giants got a whole bunch of chances and he was beating his wife ass. But that was around the same time as the Ray Rice shit. Now these NFL niggas are so piss scared that if they think that you did this shit, they get rid of you. Like, Ray Rice, when he got thrown out the league, was one of the best running backs in the league. He was not washed up like motherfuckers people revision his history, that shit, and try to make it seem like he was washed up. No, he was part of the Baltimore Ravens running attack, and he was one of the best running backs. Shit, Kareem Hunt got tossed out on his ass for smacking a woman who called him a nigga.
Right.
Like,
I remember that.
They said, fuck whatever she did. We saw you smack her, you're out.
You're out of here.
But let's go with somebody who's proven to do this shit. Like Harvey Weinstein. Bro, Harvey Weinstein was worth at the point in time when he got caught up in the Me Too movement. Basically started off of his fucking shenanigans, off of the shit he was doing to women. This nigga was worth over $200 or $300 million. You ever seen one of those fucking movies and it start off with that funny looking W and it's a Weinstein company?
Yeah.
That was him and his brother shit. Like, this nigga was a high powered movie producer. Like, bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, Harvey Weinstein, bro, if you can't fuck the women that you find attractive just off the strength, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do it, if they don't want you, bro, you can go to some of these high class spots with all the money you got, bro. $1,000 is nothing. $2,000, you can go to one of these high class spots, bro. Bro, this nigga probably make $2,000 every couple minutes.
I wouldn't even say minutes. He honestly probably made a few thousand every second, depending. I mean,
bro, they
honest.
said Jeff Bezos in 2020 made $35 million an hour. So
$35 million an hour. Did
but
I hear
that's
that
that's
right?
100 billion type nigga. But I'm saying, just to wrap that up, he could just go anywhere and drop the money that it take to buy the time of one of these women who he found attractive instead of fucking sexual assaulting women. Like, that's what Harvey Weinstein was fucking doing.
And I'm looking at it right now. It was up to 106 women.
Bruh, he was out here
Some of the
sexual
names,
assaulting
Uma
women.
Thurman.
Bruh, women who was actresses,
Yeah,
women
Angelina
who worked
Jolie.
for him. Bruh,
Madonna.
look, bro, you just, like, Angelina Jolie in her prime, bruh, you just ain't gonna find that nowhere, nigga. If she don't want you, then fuck you. Just go get somebody else.
Right. But I don't know. Deshaun Watson denied all of the wrongdoings.
Of
and
course.
He said, I mean, of course he gonna deny it. And he just said he want to clear his name. That's all he looking forward to doing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing with him. Like, I don't know. This is the thing I look at with him. Like, it's a couple factors in this shit. The fact that it's civil. Like, look at the Bill Cosby situation. They put those women seek criminal charges on Bill Cosby 60 motherfucking years later.
Right.
Like 60, 50, however. They got him through the fucking jail after some shit that was happening in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? 40, 50 years later. The fact that there ain't no criminal charges versus him, and the fact that the NFL, as pissed scared as they are of any transgressions against women, and mind you, a motherfucker who is assaulting women, I'll never defend them. Fuck them.
Right.
Get rid of them. I don't care who they are, bro. Like, cause to me, there ain't no excuse to me for taking that shit from anybody. And what I'm talking about is forcing anybody into sexual favors. To me, that's you one of the lowest scumbags on the earth. Like, I'm not even a fucking Texan fan, so I'm not out here caping up for Deshaun Watson because he's my favorite fucking football player. I ain't doing none of that. I'm at a neutral standpoint. I'm just saying from my point of view, the fact that there ain't no criminal charges and the fact that the NFL hasn't, they didn't even ban him until this mess is over. Like, he's still active.
Yeah.
Like, if the season started today, he could play.
He would be on the field.
Right. Like, you know, like, they ain't even say you on the fucking what did I knock over? Shit. Anyway, they got a thing that they use in the NFL called the Commissioner's Exempt List. That's what they use to put people on that they don't know what to do with you right now. They got to get your shit straight.
See what you're doing first.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They got to clear up the situation around you before they let you back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the commissioner's exempt list.
Mm-hmm. And Deshaun Watson even came out and said in a statement that he has never treated any woman with any other than the utmost respect.
But I mean, I understand him saying that, especially if it's true. But of course, he's gonna say that.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna just come out and say, "Yeah, I did it. Fuck it. Put my dick right on her. What you gonna do?" He ain't gonna say that. Like Dave Chappelle said, imagine if you just in a business meeting and the motherfucker pulled that dick out. Like what?
No, I watched that. Dave Chappelle is one of the best stand-up comedians I ever seen in my life, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
What if? But if we're being quite honest, sexual assault happens a lot in the what's the word?
In the fucking in the American culture period.
Yeah, American culture, Hollywood, anything of upper echelon, you have sexual assault going on.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Epstein, we can throw that name back out there.
Name?
Who?
That was Epstein. That was his name. Bro, I forgot that nigga name.
Yeah, Jeffrey
Epstein, the fucking dude who killed himself but didn't kill himself. He broke his own neck twice.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck out of here. You didn't
The
kill
guy
himself.
who broke his neck twice. Right on. But moral of the story, I don't really know what's going on with this Deshaun Watson stuff. I'm neutral. I'm neutral also.
I'm neutral.
I mean, I would like to say that he didn't do it. I would like to think that he didn't do it. But I mean, you can never 100%, go down.
But
that
why?
path.
Why not? Why just sue him though? Like even if you're gonna no. A lot of people say that suing is what happens in these situations because suing is easier.
Mm-hmm.
Suing a civil case is easier to win than a criminal case. Point case.
Mm-hmm.
O.J. Simpson found not guilty of the murders, but then found responsible for the deaths in civil court. Like he owes money to the Brown family and the Goldman family. Like all the shit that he did that could have profited off of that event, all that money went to them. Book sales and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All that money went to those families because basically how it works is in civil court, you only got to get more than a 50-50
Right.
type of thing when it come down to your proof.
Mm-hmm. So more than 50%.
If you 50, not 50% of the jury.
Right.
Like if your let's say it started off. Let's say a civil case started off like this.
Mm-hmm.
It started off 50%. It started off basically split down the middle, neutral.
Right.
The plaintiff in the case, you got 50% of the credibility, and the defendant got 50% of the credibility. If the lawyer argue 1% of that credibility in either direction, then that side wins. So if the defendant end up with 51% of the credibility in a civil case, and the plaintiff end up with 49% of that credibility in the civil case, this is just the basic form of it. I'm no fucking lawyer. Mm-hmm. This is the basic of the basic. Then you can rule in the defendant's favor.
Right.
However, in a criminal case, you got to prove something beyond a reasonable doubt. Mm-hmm. Meaning you got to have evidence or a case strong enough based on circumstance, which they call circumstantial evidence, to basically prove that 95% that your fucking side of it is true.
Right.
For the jury.
That's why I was watching Power, And they was like, it's not about what you think, it's about what you can prove.
Yeah.
So, right?
Yeah, so like you could see this is how reasonable doubt works. Like it's on the burden of proof is on the accusers. So the fucking prosecutor is who has to prove that the defendant did whatever they're accused of doing. So this is how you can kill a criminal case with something that's this simple. You can say I killed a motherfucker, right?
Right.
Say that a known gang member, right, saw me kill whoever.
Right.
And the known gang member decide they gonna testify against me as a fucking eyewitness. The known gang member, being a known gang member, can shoot down his credibility to the point where even though he saw everything, if my lawyer is good enough to just attack his credibility, the reasonable doubt is not beyond the reasonable doubt that I did it. Because this motherfucker is a criminal. And he could be talking about me just to get some shit off his back that he dealing with.
Right.
That's
then he would be a 6'9".
Exactly. So you could use the jury. My lawyer could argue to the jury, like, of course, so and so is gonna say that my client did this. Because so-and-so got this charge pending and that charge pending and that charge pending, and he just trying to save his own ass. That's how easy you can tear apart a criminal case. That might be the reason why these women didn't take it to criminal court first. That's just being objective, right? That's just being objective.
Do you think, well...
Because this shit is going to be the case, the criminal case against Deshaun Watson, if they took him to criminal court, is going to be hearsay, right? And when it come down to hearsay, it's going to be whoever lawyer is the best.
Right.
And when it come down to whoever lawyer is the best, it's going to be not those fucking women. It's going to be the nigga with a $200 million contract. But, as I said, even though we go down that path, the fact that he is still in the NFL is the biggest red flag to me of all these allegations. They have not taken action to get him the fuck out of there. And that's the first thing the NFL does when shit like this happens now. They throw whoever did it far the fuck away from them.
Right.
Right. That's what they do.
That's one. Same with Aaron Hernandez. I know it wasn't sexual assault or anything. It was something. It was murder, but they immediately got rid of him. But I can see. I just want to know, if I could ask the NFL, what would be the reason y'all didn't get rid of Deshaun Watson so fast? Is it something that the NFL knows that we don't know, or
that's what you got to ask yourself. It ain't because of his stature, right? It ain't because of how good he.
They would get rid of anybody.
Yeah, they'll the NFL. If it's one thing you know about the NFL, or if you don't know, they don't give a fuck about their players. Yeah. You know why? Because the NFL is the one sport who will continue to generate money no matter who's wearing the uniform. Number one, most NFL stars ain't recognizable to the general public. I'm going to tell you why, because they wear a fucking mask. Yeah. You can't see them. Like, so, even though we know who Deshaun Watson is, a lot of people don't know that nigga, man. Like,
yeah, like just then, my mom was like, "What y'all gonna talk about on the podcast?" I said, "Deshaun Watson." She said, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
But and that goes to show, like, a lot of people don't know these people.
Right. So, like unless you mentioning a name, like when it comes to names, not players, not how good they are, not in the eyes of a sports fan, but when it comes to general population. But even in the NBA, where you can see every player, you want me to name you the players of the past however many years that everybody knows.
Right.
LeBron,
Right.
D Wade,
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry,
Mm-hmm.
and that might be fucking it. That might be it.
What in the? You talking about it?
Bro, don't know, but you got a majority of people don't know who the fuck Kevin Durant is. They don't know who the fuck James Harden is. Like, they don't know these niggas, bro. Like,
That's a fact.
they
I
don't.
don't know. I don't think I mean,
And Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
That's
I was
the
about
other
to say
one.
Kobe.
Kobe, not because he died, because he was just like these four. The people who I just named are worldwide, global, recognizable, top jersey sales in the world. Like, I'm talking about niggas like Kobe, LeBron, D Wade, Steph Curry, who done had the #1 selling jersey in all the sports.
Mm-hmm.
These is what these motherfuckers like Kevin Durant. Like right now, today, not in 2010,
Right.
when he was jumping over Kias and winning dunk contests, and Baron Davis was throwing him the ball out of the top of the Kia. But right now, in the year of 2021, you ask a random person who Blake Griffin is, they gonna look at you like, is that nigga a fucking a pop singer? Because that's what his name sound like.
Blake Griffin. Nah, I think if going into that, talking about NBA players that nobody would probably know, I'd probably go for a name like Kristaps Porzingis or something. Nobody. I think a lot of people know who these stars are. 'Cause
They don't know them niggas.
It's more to these NBA stars now, like James Harden. Like James Harden hangs out with a lot of the pop stars and rap
But
stars.
trust
and
me,
stuff
bro.
Like that.
Trust me, a majority of people don't know these motherfuckers. Even if they see this nigga with Lil Baby,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know that nigga, man. Like, they don't know these niggas. We live in the prism of which we know a lot about sports.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people we know a lot about sports. But we got to realize the prism we in is we live in the minority.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about people in across the world. The only NFL player that's probably recognizable is Tom Brady. That's
And you're
probably
talking about, well, that makes sense now across the whole
across the
world.
whole spectrum of popular culture, just not as a famous athlete. Of course, anybody who's interested in famous athletes knows who all these niggas are.
That's a fact.
But just a random.
If you go over to
Even though I'm talking about even in America, you pick a random motherfucking person. Let's pick a ultra famous NBA player that we all know, right? You pick a random person in America right now that ain't really interested in sports and ask them, just ask them, is Ben Simmons black or white? They probably don't fucking know.
No, that's a question. Is Ben Simmons black or white?
They probably don't know. Let alone them knowing that nigga's actually from fucking Australia.
Right. Well,
Like-
you got a point there.
Like, so nobody. The point being is that NBA players are infinitely more recognizable than football players, and most people don't know who the fuck most of them are.
Right.
Like, you know the name LeBron. Like, anybody
You know the name
knows him.
Kobe.
You know
the name
Kobe.
Jordan.
You know
the name
Jordan.
Curry.
You know Curry. You know Wade. Wade is like the nigga own a whole shoe company. Like, people know that nigga. People know these people. But if you get beyond that, where these niggas have, like, faces been up on billboards, like LeBron, anywhere he goes, that's automatically the most popular team in the NBA.
Right.
Shit like that. When you move it down to athletes that's at a high level in the sport, but not a high level in pop culture, people don't know him. So the NFL is not keeping Deshaun Watson around because they think they need him. They don't give a fuck. Nigga, they came after and tried to get Tom Brady the fuck up out of here over that deflated ball shit.
Yeah.
They tried to get rid of that nigga. And that nigga is the most famous football player probably ever to live. Right, like,
Goat man.
You don't know the rest of these niggas? Like, everybody around here know Cam Newton because he played for the Panthers, but who the fuck else knows him? Nobody.
That's fair.
Like,
other than football fans.
I'm just talking about.
But I don't know. I want to keep up more on this story, and I want to see how it unfolds. Because if this comes out to be true,
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question about this story. Like, with this story, how would you take it?
Right.
If he paid every one of them a settlement?
If he paid every single one of them a settlement,
what would you look at him like? Because remember, Kobe paid that white girl a settlement. So if
I would probably if it came out.
Let me rephrase.
Alright.
What would you look at it like if he paid them all a settlement and they never pursued criminal charges? Like if the settlement, if they accepted settlements where the terms were they had to drop this shit altogether, could never speak about it again, and they could never pursue any other type of charges, and they accepted those settlements. How would you
women accepted it?
Yeah, the women.
I would look at it as like those women got exactly what they wanted. I wouldn't even really look at Deshaun Watson any different, right?
Right.
Cause it's like, look, I got it. You know, I got it to give. I'm gonna give you your little whatever, 20K, 50K, 60K.
It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be 6 digits in them motherfucking settlements, if that. But
100K. Give you this little 100,000.
Because I got a second part to this question for you.
But it's gonna be like, I'm gonna give you that, but you can't keep coming at me about it, even if it's not true. Like,
but so and now, how would you look at Deshaun Watson based on the fact that he agreed to pay the settlements?
I would honestly look at him as somebody who's just trying to get out of this situation. Because I mean, me personally, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he was really in there putting his dick on these women. I don't know if he was really in there grabbing them by the ass and grabbing them by the vagina. I don't know. So, for me to look at Deshaun Watson a different way just because he's like, I'm going to give them this money so they can stop coming at me. I'm going to give them this money so I can go back to playing the sport that I love. I don't really know how to look at him as somebody look at him different. I mean, it's not even like that nigga's one of my favorite players. I'm going to keep it honest with you. I don't even watch the fucking Texans. I could care less if they did anything. It's just, I would hate for him to have not done this, and then they do bring out the criminal cases against him, and it's like, it goes downhill from there, you know?
And now, here's the next question. What would you look at it like if he just decided to fucking pay settlements and no NDA signed? Well, I don't know. If you pay a settlement, an NDA is most definitely probably signed. But I don't know. What would you look at it if he initiated? This is what I mean. If he initiated the process of trying to get settlements paid, how would you look at it?
Nah, see, that's when if he's just coming out like, all right, I'm gonna just pay him and get it over with. I don't know how I would look at that one. Because then if he just coming out, if he at least not trying to clear his name and he's going straight to paying settlements, I would think that, you know, it's something fishy going on, and he just trying to nip it before it get too crazy, you know. That's how I would look at it. But in all, I hope he didn't do it. So,
I mean,
how would you look at it?
In each situation, if I would look at it like this right here, basically. Well, I'm not rich, so
Right.
I don't know how rich niggas have to handle these problems. But if I know I ain't do shit, I ain't paying you shit, no matter what. We can take this, and we can take this all the way to the motherfucking end, bro. Like that's
But
how I'm looking at it. I got the money to pay for the lawyer to get all this shit thrown out.
Facts. That's what I was gonna say. Looking at it from the financial standpoint, I'm not sure how much lawyers cost. I ain't never had to have one. But
What?
knock on wood.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I was giving my answer off a financial standpoint. Like, you paying all these lawyers, you doing this. And if you gotta keep fighting it, you might be looking at a little bit of money on your end for something that's alleged. Don't even know if it's real or not, but I hope he didn't do it. I ain't really got much else to say about it. I'm gonna keep reading up on this, and I'm gonna see where it goes.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, me personally, I'm not fucking doing.
NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy said that this matter is under review. And the Texans said in a statement that they would stay in close contact with the NFL during this investigation. So they didn't kick him. They just staying in contact.
Yeah, because I don't think they believe he did it. Because if they thought he did this shit, he'd be gone.
All right.
Like, that's the thing about the NFL. Them motherfuckers are scared of this type of shit.
So, I mean, but then again, if he didn't do it, why would 11 women come out?
Bruh.
I don't know. Then you look at that, you be like, why did all the women come out on Bill Cosby? I don't know. But
nobody knows. Nobody knows. Man, that's all I gotta say about this Deshaun Watson shit.
Yo, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have one of your parents ever cussed you out, right?
Shit.
And you took it and recorded it and you put it on Facebook?
No.
All right, then.
My parents ever cussed me out? Yes.
Yes, a lot. More times than I can actually count. But I asked that question because a legendary gospel singer, Kirk Franklin, recently had to come out and apologize after he, cussed his son out.
Right.
Said that he'd kick his ass, all type of stuff. How you feel about that?
You really want me to tell you how I feel about this shit, man?
Honestly.
I feel that this generation is made up of a bunch of bitches, bro. Every time something happen, some clown ass motherfucker is reaching for a phone trying to hit the record button so they can post it on social media. Right. I mean, who the fuck? Nobody don't give a fuck if you got cussed out. If you was some random ass nigga who want Kirk Franklin's son, nigga, nobody would even care about this.
People would have laughed at you.
People get cussed out every day, nigga. You up there? When I heard the video the one time I listened to it, like, bruh, you sound like a little man. Come on, bruh. Like, what you really trying to fucking do? Like, if I get cussed out by somebody, nigga, either I'm cussing back or if it's one of my parents, I'm just shutting the fuck up. Let them be mad. I mean, fuck it. What am I gonna do?
Nothing.
Cry about it, nigga? Like, come on. Bruh.
I feel like...
And this nigga is like...
recording it to try to deface his father, which is Kirk Franklin. But Kirk Franklin also did come out. I watched the little joint where he came out and it was apologizing with him and his wife and stuff.
I wouldn't apologize for fuck.
He apologized, but I see why he did it. You gotta look at it. He's not just some normal artist. He's a gospel.
Bruh, people need to stop thinking that these niggas is because they think about Jesus ain't human, bruh.
Right.
Like these
and
niggas.
That is exactly what he said. He said he's still human.
Like I ain't never seen the Kirk Franklin apology, but I mean the nigga sing gospel like the one thing if you believe right in the Bible, what's one of the things that the Bible says? Don't be praising false idols, bro.
Right.
Don't be doing that. So why in the world are you holding Kirk Franklin to a higher standard than you hold yourself? Because a lot of these people who he felt the need to apologize to, no doubt that they cuss their children out all the fucking time.
Probably.
So if you ain't even supposed to hold him up to the fucking standard where he had to feel like he owe you an apology because you look up to him or some shit. If he's supposed to apologize to anybody that should have been looking up to him, it was his fucking son. But if my fucking son was this big of a fucking pussy, I wouldn't apologize to him either. To tell you the truth.
I just wanted to touch on that. It ain't really much to even talk about with that Kirk Franklin stuff. I just wanted to see what you was thinking about it and see how you was.
Like my only real feelings towards it, like I don't give a fuck that this nigga got cussed out. My only real thing towards it is the fucking whole mentality of, bro, you realize that if a nigga gets shot, right? Listen to what I'm about to say. A nigga, I done seen videos where the nigga got shot and the fucking person is holding their phone, recording it, telling somebody else to call 911. You understand how stupid that is?
Very.
You holding your fucking phone, but you can't stop your video because you can't stop your video to call 911. You telling somebody else to do it. This whole generation of clowns who reach for their fucking pocket camera to record everything that happened and post it on the internet.
That's just the generation though. And I mean, I'm saying it like I ain't a part of that generation. But
Well, we
I'm also
both a
not
part of-
pulling out my phone and recording everything.
I mean, Kirk Franklin's son is born in 1989, bro. Like,
yeah.
that's like we both a part of this fucking generation of these clown ass motherfuckers, bruh. You see what? Some dumb motherfucker who feel like they gotta record everything that happened, recording they self speeding down the highway, and next thing you know they recording they self crashing into a fucking ditch.
I've seen that one. I've seen those videos. There's one video in particular. This nigga was on the highway. It was him and like 4 friends in the car. He's speeding. This how you gotta do it. You gotta
I seen that one.
This how you gotta do it. Skirt, boom.
So this is just another me. This nigga it's another fucking clout chase moment to me. Now if somebody else feel different, if he feel like, oh, bruh, come on, bruh, look. Maybe I'm just built out of fucking wires and barbed wires and fucking wooden planks and I ain't got no soul, okay? But I'm 30 something, my nigga. If my mama or daddy cuss me out, bro, it ain't nothing they can say to me that's gonna make me get in my fucking feelings. I don't give a fuck. Now they done I done had things said to me when my parents was angry, bruh, and I ain't cared since I was like 10. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Bruh, I'm not gonna get in my fucking feelings, pull out my phone and record it and be like, y'all heard what he said? Get the fuck, nigga. Ain't no bitch. Nigga, what? The fuck I don't know what's wrong with niggas these days, man.
Nah, but me personally, like I was saying, I don't think Kirk Franklin should apologize for nothing. I mean, you cussed out your son. That's nobody else's son, and that was really nobody else's business. I mean, people in the black, even in any community, not even just the black community, you will get cussed out.
But motherfuckers make everything everybody's business because the first thing any of these punk ass motherfuckers do is put shit on the internet, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody else. Niggas, the majority of people who saw that video, my nigga, didn't feel sorry for your bitch ass. They laughed at you.
Yeah, they definitely thought. I thought it was funny.
Nigga, like a majority of people didn't care that you got cussed out. A majority of people is just rubbernecking like anybody does at any train wreck. They was just being nosy. All you did was put a piece of your life out there for niggas to fucking ridicule. You a fucking meme now, nigga. I think you a bitch. That's me. For recording it in the first place. Nigga, you could have kept that shit in house, nigga. And ain't nobody have to see that. And this is my other question. Why do motherfuckers have all these phones that they could be talking on one and recording with one? Nigga, I got one phone about this.
Nigga, bruh, I ain't even gonna cap. As much as they probably having problems with Kirk Franklin and son and all that, that nigga probably still got some money. I know he definitely looking out for his son. That's his blood, but
it's his son.
Moral of the story: stop recording everything. If you get cussed out, nigga, take it to the chin and keep it moving. We got a few music reactions. We got 2. Which one you want to get into first?
You already got that one pulled up.
All right.
Hit it. State the fucking title of the shit of the title of the
Let's
song.
see if we can get the song to play. Actually,
But Apple Music be on some gay shit, bruh. Shit be trash.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get that one pulled up somewhere different. So we gonna start with this one.
What's the name of this?
This is Magnolia Dave by Tsunami Dave.
I bet you die too. 30 on that glizzy when we hang, bitch, we gon' dive too. But the when we slide through, gon' hide and bitch, we'll find you. Untouched, bitch, gon' bust this bitch when it's time to. My mama telling me, don't get dirty. My cup be feeling rough, bitch, I'm drinking money. Then your cup look bubbly, but shit, what you say? This bitch wanna body like King, and that boo like Ken. She sick of me, yeah, I buy a Chanel. Brace on grab, I get her in, yeah. She put her lips on the top of my dick. I hope she kiss and tear. Nobody boys, these niggas be firm. We got a dope, put a bitch in the air. Niggas be trapping, they don't got no scale. These niggas be rats, I know they gon' tell. I think I'm good to the top of the year. There's nobody, a young nigga feel. My cousin the blood, he got permanent tests.
As always, that nigga Tsunami Dave never fails.
And we just getting back in the groove too. We got new artists coming. I know we done did a couple reactions to Tsunami Dave, but if he keep making good music, that's not our fucking fault.
No cap. Next.
Okay. Elaborate on the track.
Nigga, what is it else to say? That shit's fire. It's Tsunami Dave, nigga. What do you expect? Ever since I've came across Tsunami Dave's music, I don't think I ever found a song that wasn't good. And that's facts. And this was just the little shit. I don't even think this is the whole album. So I'm waiting for that album to come out.
Right.
So I fucks with it. It's the beat, first of all. Shit sounds crazy. Fucking lyrics, always a go. It's a great song. The bad thing about it, I wish the whole EP was longer.
There's only like
It's like 7 minutes worth of music.
Yeah.
But see, it's something slight. I don't really think it was the whole. It wasn't the whole shit. It ain't the whole album. It's the equivalent to a mixtape. So I mean,
it's the equivalent to an EP.
Yeah, EP.
Not even a mixtape.
EP, most definitely. But that shit's good. Almighty Sue. Definitely get out a listen. Link in the bio. That song was Magnolia Dave. That shit's fire. Next, we got Pray by William Price.
Yeah. I'm tired of surviving, I wanna live. How much of my pride am I gonna give? Writing all these rhymes in my wasting my time. Should I be putting my mind to some other shit? I'm take a whole lot of money to make a smiley face. All I want is my family at a high place. A clear mind and residence with a lot of space. I grow tired of settling for a minor state. It's low wages, I'm facing a lot. Once I wait to the top, they gon' wait for the drop. Hoes gon' stay when you hot. Niggas gon' claim to be real to the days that they not. I'm ashamed of you guys. Age in my eyes, faded from Drake and an A for the pine. Piss too cloudy for great paying jobs, so I might grab the AK and rob. I pray that my soul is saved. I'm stuck in the mud and I control my ways. Sometimes I would give anything to fly away, but I don't because the darkest nights make brighter days. They make brighter days. I pray that my soul is saved. I'm stuck in the mud and I control my ways. Sometimes I would give anything to fly away, but I don't because the darkest nights make brighter days. They make brighter days. I am a man deferred. Honestly, I don't know how to date. First to the love, I'm addicted early. Ain't felt the high since 11th grade. Moving on.
This is one of them songs that you play at the end of a great movie.
I mean, it's the last song on the album too.
No cap. This
was
was honestly the perfect way to wrap up this album. The singing, it gives you that feeling that it just makes you smile. Have you ever listened to a song that literally just made you smile? Like, whether it was the beat, the singing, the lyrics, it was just during that song, it brought you joy. And that's what this song does for me. And it's titled Pray, and I feel like it should bring you joy, and it definitely brought joy to me.
I mean, it's a it's a uplifting type of joint, like where you trying to progress lyrically. It sounds like you trying to progress from what you feel like, or you're not trying to progress, but you trying to figure out ways that you can make yourself a better person. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging your own flaws or whatever, and basically trying to pray to God to help you to better them. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all, we can always look to them for something introspective. Like I said a minute ago, we know that we react to a lot of the music that these couple artists that we did today make, William Price and Tsunami Dave, but they keep making good shit. So right. And we just got back into the swing of what we do in our normal routine. So we got new artists coming. You know, we be digging through a whole bunch of shit on SoundCloud to find gems. But it ain't our fault they keep making good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got an EP that just came out. What was the EP called? Almighty. The EP call was Almighty.
Hold on.
The AP, nigga. Almighty what? Almighty Sue.
Oh, you talking about Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Almighty Sue. I'm tweaking, bro. I'm hearing you say Almighty, and I'm like, yo, what is this nigga talking about? No, but yeah, Almighty Sue.
And the album by William Price,
Up From
Here. They got 2 new projects out, so check them shits out. And next week we'll be coming with some new artists. But all I gotta say is to these 2, just keep on bringing the heat. This is music. Like, this ain't like shit that we listen to, do the reaction, and then forget about. Like, this is shit that we listen to like we would listen to any other artist, bro.
I'm bumping, like literally every day I'm bumping that Almighty Sue. Like, that is my starter for when I crank my car up and start moving, nigga. That is my initial. Then I go to the rest of this music, this mainstream bullshit, and that other shit. But that's besides the point. But no cap.
Yeah, man. Another successful outing. Next time we gonna be doing something else. That's it.